I'd been up the whole night before, going over clues, personnel files, the whole shebang. I just had to rest my eyes for a moment is all. But that moment got away from me. That's when she showed up in my office one afternoon. Uninvited. Evelyn, I'm busy.
I can see that, Roger. It looks like you're making some real headway.
I am so close to cracking this case. Another 24 hours and I'll have it. I just need to... Did you open my door? I didn't realize you still had a key.
I made a copy. And you, Roger, need a break. A real break? One that doesn't involve you drooling all over your desk?
No. I've dilly-dallied long enough.
Oh, come on. Why don't you grab your coat, leave your magnifying glass, and why don't you join me for some lunch? It'll be just like old times.
Now, you and I both know it'll be nothing like old times.
It's just lunch. Maybe some better coffee. Fine. We'll talk here then, so long as you take your mind off things. What do you do in your free time? Do you even have free time nowadays?
I don't have time for being free. Not while good men are dying.
Oh, barely started talking and already you're on about death.
It always did have to be about you, didn't it?
All right, Roger, how close are you?
What?
The case. You obviously won't cut loose till you spewed it all out in front of me. You haven't changed a bit.
You know, we could both get in a lot of trouble just for talking about this. Much of this information is for detective ears only.
Then pretend I'm still a detective.
But you're not, Evelyn. You haven't been for years.
No, but that's never stopped you before from talking.
A habit I'm trying to kick.
Oh, come on. I know your number of people to dump on is dwindling. Sure, it's been a while. Just a quick synopsis.
They've been getting picked off, one by one.
Who?
Has a department. Anyone worth noting the force.
Any idea who's behind it?
Well, that would be the ticket, wouldn't it?
Any leads?
I thought I had one. Sanders.
And?
I didn't want to risk a phone call, so I drove over to his place the other night. But when I arrived, someone had beaten me there. And they were quick about it.
Who? Who had beaten you there?
Whoever was really behind this.
Sanders. He's not.
I was too late. His throat...
Was he dead? Sorry, please continue. I could tell you were getting into it.
His throat had been cut. His head was hanging by a thread.
But Sanders retired years ago.
I know. Whoever is doing this knows their stuff. They're covering their tracks cutting off any lead I might have.
Did you notify the force?
Of course I did. But not before giving the place a clean sweep. I didn't want... I didn't want them tampering with the evidence. No prints, no hair, nothing but Sanders' own blood.
Oh, you were always so critical of the force. Microanalyzing everything. They know how to do their jobs too, you know. And it's okay to accept a little help once in a while. Maybe get some real rest. When was the last time you slept in your own bed? Or even left the office? Went home? Changed clothes? You could be next for all you know, and all this lack of sleep isn't going to help you stay on your guard.
I will not stoop to their level. These jokers that call themselves real detectives or keepers of the peace? Imagine if I was in charge. I might get some sleep at night, knowing that we ran a tighter ship.
What are you so afraid of?
Sanders. Whoever is doing this is afraid of people who know too much. Sanders isn't the only retired officer with intel around here.
You think I'm in danger?
I think you could be next. There aren't many options of people who could be next. If I was in charge, there would have been a lot less blood so far, and I'd be able to sleep more soundly knowing that...
Knowing that what? Roger?
Knowing that you'd be safe.
I wouldn't worry about me. With the way things are going, it looks like you'll be on top pretty soon.
What do you mean?
You're right. There aren't very many department heads left. Sanders may have been retired, but everyone still respected him as the chief. That basically only leaves a bunch of nobodies, me, and the mayor, who is still alive.
Are you suggesting that Mayor Fletcher is responsible for these crimes?
No, I know he's not responsible.
How?
Because I already interrogated him.
You never retired, did you?
I did. But once good men started dropping like flies, Sanders urged me to join the force again, undercover. That's when I started to recognize a pattern. Something I picked up from you, Roger.
So what do you know?
I know that you were not dusting for fingerprints at Sanders' house, you were wiping them down. In fact, I know you were there the night he was murdered. You were the only other person there. You unlocked those windows, but you didn't go through them. No. You've always been good at picking your locks, Roger, but I'd recognize your work anywhere.
That's not enough proof.
Not alone, no. But if you truly wanted to cover your tracks, you should have done away with me sooner.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me, Roger. The house. My house was the final clue I needed. I know you still love me, Roger, but it's that sentiment that finally led me to you. Sloppy. I was serious when I said some rest would do you good. Not to mention, there's a bloodstain over there on your pocket. I bet my bippy that's Sanders.
This town needs someone better. Someone who can protect it.
From who? From people like you, that's who. Doing wrong to make it right doesn't make it right at all, Roger.
You don't have to do this. You could join me. I was gonna ask you. I just needed time. Time
to what? Kill everyone you and I both respected for years? And certainly enough time to kill any chance that might have been between us.
What now?
There are only two ways out of this office, and the police are watching both. You turn yourself in if there's any dignity left in you.
I suppose there's nothing left to talk about. My coffee was burnt.